people that work in your organization, you perhaps, are first and foremost emotional beings. We are emotional. We make decisions. We make choices. We allow what we'll even see or sense with our other senses to be impacted by our emotions or the feelings that we want to achieve in every area and aspect of our life. And that includes doing business with our businesses. So I don't remember where I first learned this idea. I remember absolutely positively not believing it personally when I first heard it, because it was back when I was in corporate America. And like I said, I can't remember who I heard it from, but I was like, oh no, that's not true. But then I started to do what I'm going to challenge you to do today, and that is spend some time in self-reflection, asking yourself and looking for evidence both for and against the argument that this is true. People are first and foremost emotional human beings. We are emotional. We do everything out of our old part of our mind. We talked a little bit about this last month with respect to mental health and well-being. This month we're focusing on emotional health and well-being. And if we understand that everyone in our organization is doing what we do in order to make choices and decisions that we feel are in our own best interest, and everybody that we want to do business with is coming from that same perspective, but it's different for each and every one of us, it gives us a much better understanding of how to approach things, how to communicate, how to form relationships, etc. So today our challenge is really simple, although it's hard. We are going to think about the saying or the quote, people are first and foremost emotional human beings. And how does that impact our business? We're going to do a simple plus and minus. I should have grabbed my plus and minus, but we're going to write that across the top. And we're going to look for evidence today that supports that. Examples in our everyday life, because there will be many that support that. And then examples in our everyday life that go against that, that show that that isn't true. And see at the end of the day, which list is longer. I challenge you to do this today. It's a simple exercise. I purposefully did not go back and look at, well, where might I have actually adopted this saying and this belief and come to ascertain that it is indeed true for me. And what I want you to do today is prove to yourself that it's true for you and your organization as well. Because once you do that, you'll approach everything differently. You'll approach your communication differently. You'll approach your sales differently. You'll approach how you treat and communicate with other people in your organization differently, how you treat them differently, because you'll realize that you can trigger them in negative ways or you can trigger them in positive ways. When we trigger people in positive emotional ways, they are inspired to create the business we want to create right alongside us and make the world a better place. So curious, have you heard this expression? Have you ever thought about it? If you haven't, today's your opportunity to do that. I didn't do any research or go back and look at any of my past notes because it's not the first time I've talked about this topic. I talk about it at least once every year because it's so critical and so important. And it's such a secret competitive advantage that all of us can use to build and grow and supersize our business. The whole area of mental, emotional, and spiritual are three areas that the vast majority of businesses don't even touch with a 10-foot pole. But if you do it in the right way, like anything else, any process, when used correctly, can help supersize and grow your business. All right. Any questions, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing this again today right along with you because every once in a while, I need a refresher, just like everybody does. All right. It's called sharpening the saw, or sharpening the axe, depending on which story you believe. All right. Have an awesome day. Questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.